Would you please join me in welcoming Dr. Chandra Gill?
The bio will fool you. Yep. The bio will fool you. The bio will say a lot of stuff, but the bio somehow, some way won't touch on the fact that growing up in a city like Chicago, my neighbor got 66 years in jail, as I tell everybody. And so as I stand here today to salute the class of 2013, to acknowledge a good day, to bring some life into this place, I want everybody in here to understand that as the bio will talk about all of the great things, somehow we will miss talking about the things that happened to me. Somehow it won't talk about the tumor that I had. Somehow it won't talk about epilepsy. Somehow it won't talk about the cousins and them that ain't sitting here today. And it won't touch on the fact that I serve a God that made it possible to get here today. And so, oh yeah, and so we don't want to get it twisted with the PhDs. We don't want to get it twisted with all of the degrees. Because the fact of the matter is, as I say all the time, we are listening to the iPods and the MP3s. We watching VH1 and a little bit of BET, but we got too many GEDs and I need some PhDs. So I won't be before you long. I think the mic is working. I won't stay before you too long because I got a golden rule. Never waste a lot of time between the tassel turning at some chicken. Somebody got some reservations for lunch up in here. But I refuse to not give some words to our graduates. Because inasmuch as this is a good day, you graduate today. And some of you are on your way. Many of you are going to do well. The truth of the matter is we got some more graduations to attend. This ain't the end, this is the beginning. So since this is not the end, I got to do my job. Won't be before you too long, but some of you failed a couple tests, some of you failed a couple classes, some of you failed your parents, if you're honest, and some of you failed your friends, but it's cool because I told some of y'all there are 3 letters at the end of friend, E-E-N-D, and some of them ain't your friend, they your end. You better know the difference. So you need to leave here saying to my sisters, that ain't your boyfriend, that's your boy, Ian. And to my brothers, that ain't your girlfriend, that's your girl, Ian. Let her leave her here today. Some of y'all, I hope y'all don't mind. I hope you all were not coming for the praxis and the sociological framework to discuss the distinction between the epistemological and the philosophical. No. I've come here today to talk to some of my parents because won't he turn it around? Won't he do a good thing? Won't he take, some of y'all that been through the cruelty of cancer. Some of you dealt with the heartbreak of a heart attack. Some of you dealt with that dreadful diagnosis. And some of you work with some maniacs on Monday. They tear up your Tuesdays. They weary your Wednesdays. They take your thoughts from your Thursdays. And they try to frustrate your Fridays. And you call them a co-worker. They are really a co-problem. I'm coming to talk to some... Let me look distinguished. This may be taped and y'all might be tweeting later. Let me act like I got a PhD. He'll turn it around. Before I say anything, I got to talk about he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. What can I tell the graduates? Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall. Direct some paths. I'm distinguished. I'd like to acknowledge and thank the beloved principal, Mr. Evans, for having me here today. I'd like to thank the staff, the administrators, the students, and to you, my parents, the guardians, and everybody in here who dared to do what was necessary to get them here today. I'd like to thank you for having me here today. I can't act up all time. But see, I gotta be very serious today. I know we gotta go eat. I smell the chicken on the grill already. I hear you. I see you. But I need these graduates to know that this is not the end, this is the beginning. See, we need to change the cultural dynamic that we have. We've gone from sitting on the lap of Santa Claus to doing lap dances on TV. We've gone from Nikki Giovanni to Nicki Minaj. We've gone from WEB and Booker T to Chief Keef and Jay-Z. I gotta tweet me later. I gotta deal with the cultural dynamic for my Harlan students, because the truth is, for real, too many of us die too young. We come to school too late and we drop out too early. Every teacher, I gotta talk, see, because every teacher ain't teaching, every student ain't learning, and every parent ain't parenting. To my Harlan students, I gotta say some things, because we experiencing some things in this city. We going through some things, we finding it hard to deal with those things. We don't understand the things, and I'm here to talk to y'all real quickly about who can change the thing. Some of us, if we honest, need to be graduating with these high schoolers. As they're about to graduate on to another academic level in school, some of y'all need to graduate in your life and get rid of the people you call your own. Some other people sitting there around y'all need to graduate too, because everybody around us don't belong around us, and we trying to figure out why Chicago ain't changed. It's because we have not changed. We need an insult level. We need to stop and demand more. Ain't nobody gonna give us nothing. It is. Here we sit in the great city of Chicago. Some of us say we want fresh fruit. We looking for the oranges and the apples, but we hanging around the pecan trees and trying to figure out why we surrounded by nuts. We sit in a great city like Chicago, a city first touched by a brother by the name of Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable. This brother, see, I gotta do what I've been skilled to do, what I've been called to do. I gotta teach you just a few things before I take my seat, because I need you to know who you really are. In a city like Chicago that will dare to close 50 schools and not in one mindset think about the teachers that are teaching 50 students. It's in this city that can't find jobs and educational programs for our kids, but can find billions of dollars to build buildings. I want to build your mind. Let them build the buildings. It's a city like this, comprising of a county called Cook, that's cooking our kids. It's a city like this that's comprised of one-third African American. This county is comprised of just one-third African American, but you'd never know it if you went to the jails. 80% of the jails look like us, and we comprise a third of the county. They're called Cook County jails. That means that there are people from all over the county that go to those jails. So the question becomes, epistemologically and empirically and methodologically, why do we look like the jails and don't look enough like the schools? Why you close the schools and you can't try to close the jails? I'm here to build your mind. Let them build the buildings. I'm on a mission. I'm from this city. People say, Dr. Gill, well, why you do what you do? You could teach at Yale and you could teach at Brown, and I say all the time, I don't want to go nowhere where people don't remember they Brown. I got a problem with us not remembering. As my company say, Blackademically Speaking. I don't apologize for being black, and I don't apologize for being academic. I'm not white because I act smart. I'm black because I am smart. It was smart black people that built this country. I know y'all ready to go. Can I get a little more time? I I gotta talk because I want you to understand that I'm from the Chi. Yep. Grew up in Woodlawn. Let me talk about myself. Yep. Went to high school in the Inglewood community. But yeah, I graduated. From this great city. That's why I love this city. This city somehow culturally right now houses everybody from Minister Louis Farrakhan, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Michael Jordan took flight here first, Lorraine Hansberry, Percy Julian, Carter G. Woodson, when he talking about the miseducation of the Negro, he started here. Quincy Jones, hello, Muhammad Ali, Oprah, y'all know anything about Harpo? Even President Obama, he lived not too far from here. Dr. King, who we always talk about, he gave birth to the segregated North. I'm here to teach. He moved to the west side of Chicago to prove to America that the North wasn't no different than the South. The South would tell you that they didn't like you. The North hid it from you. That's why you don't even know that you're being oppressed, because they hide it. I gotta teach. I like when I love my high schoolers, but I need them to know it was Oakwood Cemetery right on the 67th Street, Marquette Road, that Dr. King marched on, and they hit him in his head. Dr. King living in the city of Chicago. See, we always talk about what the books ain't teaching our kids. Let's write the books and let's teach our own kids. It was Oakwood Cemetery on that same street in Marquette Road that wouldn't even bury black people. Hello. Our late Harold Washington, first black mayor and the last. We ain't got sense to get another one. Mayor Harold Washington, who is buried in the Oakwood Cemetery. I'm here to teach. But just decades ago, they wouldn't even bury black people. Imagine that. You're not good enough while you alive, and you still are no good when you dead. But I've come by here to tell you, because I heard a songwriter say, nobody told me this road would be easy, but I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. And then I served some superior entity that remixed on you. See, he was remixing before Jay-Z and them. He remixed the songwriter and said, and we know that in all things, God worked for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. But then I got to leave all that because I'm about to take my seat. Because my mama and daddy used to say some stuff like this. For real, I don't care how much book sense you got if you ain't got some street sense and some common sense. And common sense ain't always common. My mama and daddy were my first teachers. My mama and daddy said, you better watch the company you keep. My grandma said, you just don't believe fat meat is. Y'all want to come do this speech? Then my grandma, with a grammar school education, don't tell me what we can't do. She said, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too. God don't like ugly. He ain't too fond of pretty. That's a message today to the people who put so much value on what you wear and not who you are. See, because weave is $1 billion industry. I don't have a problem with it. We need to do what we need to do as women. But weave enhances your beauty. It does not define your beauty. Some of us are so messed up. We continue to put stuff on us because we don't know what's in us. When we change and know what we got in us, we will stop looking the way we look, acting the way. I gotta sit down, cause class of 2013. Here's my message to you. I had to teach. I hope y'all understand. See, because it's not a game. Everybody want us to bow down and cow out. but our kids are dying. And this is sometimes the only graduation that they see, and too many of them don't even see this one. So even at a graduation, I gotta know when they're assembled together, we gotta give them something. And they need to know their history. They need to know who they really are and what they've come from. Because if we can survive plantations, we can survive Chatham, Inglewood, and Woodlawn. We need to know Ida B. Wells beyond the housing project. We need to know how she did what she did, telling the world, you can't lynch us from trees, from blocks and corners to streets, telling people don't lynch us and hang us from trees. And now we standing on those same blocks and corners and streets smoking trees. We gotta know our history. So what do I tell my class of 2013? I tell them three things. It was this year last time, if I can talk about me, I just left the graduation, that's why I was a little late getting here today. And I took it upon myself to speak at this graduation. Thank God I had about 10 of them, y'all. They keep me busy, amen. Look at God, thank you, amen. But I was at Dixon Elementary. My friend, I call you know how we all live by each other, y'all cousins and stuff. My sorority sister at 38 years old died last year abruptly. Class of 2013, I want you to hear me because you've suffered loss. You've been through some things. I'm about to take my seat. I just need you to be patient with me. And at Dixon, I went there because that was her first teaching position. Her mother called me last year when she passed away abruptly, one of my closest friends, and she said, I need you to speak at this funeral. And I said, okay. And at that funeral, people still stop me on the street with Fellowship and Pastor Jenkins. While I was there, I told the audience that Dr. Tamara King did it big. She did it big. See, it's something about knowing who you really are, that no matter how the situation looks, you can still do it big. So what do I tell Harlan High School today, the class of 2013? I tell you that I need you to do it big. I need you to do it big. And I need you to stop apologizing for being great. When people hate on your greatness, lose the people, don't lose the greatness. I need you to do it big. I need you to do it big. B is for better. I need you to be better. There was an old saying, good, better, best, never, ever rest till the good is your better and your better is your best. I need you to do it big. I need you to do it as you've seen. You've had the privilege of seeing Susan Taylor from Essence come to Harlan High School, and she said, hurt people hurt people. I need you to get better. Parents, we need to do better. They not our future, we are theirs, because if we don't do our part, they don't have a future. We got to do better. We got to treat people better than we want to be treated. Respect ain't got nothing to do with how somebody treat you. It got everything to do with how you see yourself. Respect starts with self-respect. So even when people don't respect you, the mere fact that you respect yourself is enough to keep it moving and keep it going. We got to do better. We got to do it big. Ingenuity. I'm almost done now. We got to have some ingenuity principle. Ingenuity, by definition, is the quality of being clever, original, and inventive. But you know what our problem is? We're consumers and we're not creators. See, consumers spend money. Creators make money. Consumers stand outside and wait for somebody to get them something. Creators literally come looking for you, trying to sell you something. So let me give you something. China just erected a 30-story hotel in 15 days. It took 200 workers to expedite the process. But people were concerned, audience. They said, well, China's an earthquake-prone place. How did they do that? Well, the guy said, well, we built our building as fast as we did, but we also had in mind, and we built a building that was able to withstand a 9.0 magnitude earthquake. He said in 2013, this year, we will build 20 buildings a month. By next year, class of 2014, your first year in college when you're done, he said we're going to build 50 buildings a month. And here we stand, closing 50 schools in less than a month. I've come by to tell you that we need ingenuity. We need to stop trying to buy the latest stuff, and we need to create the new stuff. We need to stop letting everybody give us Facebook if we ain't got our face in books. We need to get off of Instagram, and since we don't know the difference sometimes between a gram and a milligram. And I close in doing it big to my class. I need you to do it big. Please hear me. I need you to be better. I need you to forgive some people. Somebody in here, it might not even be graduating, but you still mad at that person. See, y'all 18 years old, some of you, most of you. But I'm going to tell you now, forgive somebody, because then you'll be from 18 to 58 still mad at somebody who stepped on your shoes at 8. You need to forgive. You need to live. You need to give of yourself. Forgiveness ain't got nothing to do with who did something to you. Forgive. Give yourself another chance for a better time, and give that person a chance to be released. You ain't got to be friends with them. You just got to be friends with a better future. And that's what the G is. I need you to go. I need you to get away from stuff and people that don't add to you. They subtract from you. They multiply your problems, and they divide you from God. I need you to go. I need you to do it big. I need you to live up to what you were designed to be, and not just what you want to be. Class of 2013, I salute you, and I look forward to you doing it big. Have a great day.